You might be sitting on thousands of dollars you didn't even know about. That's right. The Social Security Administration has issued overpayments to millions of beneficiaries, with some receiving deposits of up to $6,420. I'm about to share everything you need to know about these unexpected payments, who qualifies, and exactly how to check if you're one of the lucky recipients. This isn't just another update. This could be money already in your account that you haven't claimed yet. The Social Security Administration recently discovered a calculation error affecting millions of Americans receiving Social Security retirement benefits, supplemental security income, SSI, Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI, and even some VA beneficiaries. Due to this error, thousands of dollars have been deposited into accounts across the country. Could yours be one of them? Let's find out. You might be wondering, why would the SS suddenly give me more money? Well, this isn't actually new money. It's money that was rightfully yours all along. The SS's internal audit revealed that a software glitch had been incorrectly calculating benefit amounts for certain recipients, particularly those who had work history in multiple states or who transitioned between different benefit programs. This error, which went undetected for nearly 18 months, resulted in underpayments ranging from a few $100s to over $6,000 per affected beneficiary. The most significant overpayments, those reaching the maximum amount of $6,420, are primarily going to individuals who were receiving SSDI benefits before transitioning to retirement benefits, as well as those who had complicated earning histories with multiple employers. But don't worry if you don't fall into those exact categories. Many different types of beneficiaries are receiving some form of payment correction. But how do I know if I'm eligible for one of these payments? That's the question everyone's asking. The SSA has stated that eligibility for these correction payments is based on several factors: your benefit type, how long you've been receiving benefits, your work history, and whether your benefits have ever been recalculated or adjusted. Veterans receiving VA benefits who also qualify for Social Security programs may be especially likely to see these corrections, as the coordination between these systems sometimes creates calculation discrepancies. So, who exactly qualifies? First, you must be a current recipient of Social Security retirement benefits, SSI, SSDI, or certain VA benefits that interact with Social Security programs. Second, you must have been receiving these benefits during the period when the calculation error was active, approximately January 2023 through June 2024. Third, your benefit calculation must have been affected by one of the specific formula errors identified in the SS's audit. Let me share a real example. Martha, 68-year-old retiree from Ohio, had worked in 3 different states during her career. She'd been receiving Social Security retirement benefits for 4 years when she suddenly received a notification about an adjustment to her account. Upon checking, she discovered an additional $4,850 had been deposited, representing 18 months of underpayments that had accumulated due to the calculation error. Martha hadn't done anything special to receive this money. The SSA identified her account during their systematic review and automatically issued the correction. Or take James, a disabled veteran who transitioned from SSDI to retirement benefits last year. Because of the complexity of his case, the benefit conversion algorithm failed to account for certain earnings periods. When the SSA corrected this error, James received the maximum adjustment of $6,420. These aren't isolated cases. Thousands of beneficiaries are discovering similar deposits. What's particularly interesting about this situation is that many recipients don't even know they've received these funds. The SSA has been processing these corrections automatically, and while they're sending notices to affected individuals, these notices sometimes arrive after the deposits have already been made. This means you could literally have thousands of dollars sitting in your account right now without realizing it. You're probably wondering, is this for real? It sounds too good to be true. I understand the skepticism. In today's world, we're constantly warned about scams targeting Social Security recipients. But this is completely legitimate. The SSA publicly acknowledged these overpayments in their official communications, and financial advisors across the country have confirmed seeing these adjustments in their clients' accounts. But here's the important part. How do you check if you've received one of these payments? There are several ways to verify. First, log into your My Social Security account online at SSA.gov. This is the fastest way to view recent payments and notices. Look for any adjustments or deposits labeled as underpayment adjustment or benefit correction. Second, check your bank account for unexpected deposits from the Treasury Department, particularly ones that differ from your regular monthly benefit amount. Third, review any recent mail from the Social Security Administration. They're sending written notices about these corrections, though as I mentioned, these sometimes arrive after the deposit. Don't have a My Social Security account yet? This is the perfect time to set one up. It's free, secure, and gives you immediate access to your benefit information. All you need is your Social Security number, a valid email address, and a U.S. mailing address. Once your account is created, you can easily monitor for any adjustments or overpayments. Now, what if you believe you should qualify for one of these corrections but haven't received anything yet? The SSA is still in the process of identifying and correcting all affected accounts, so you may simply be in the queue. However, if you're concerned, there's no harm in being proactive. Contact the SSA directly through their toll-free number or visit your local office. Be prepared to explain why you believe your benefit calculation may have been affected by this error. Some of you might be concerned about tax implications or whether accepting this money might affect other benefits you receive. These are valid concerns, but here's the good news. Since these payments represent money that should have been paid to you originally, they're treated just like your regular benefits for tax purposes. If your Social Security benefits aren't usually taxable, neither will these adjustment payments be. Similarly, because these are not new benefits, but corrections to existing benefits, they generally won't affect your eligibility for other assistance programs. What should you do with this unexpected windfall if you do receive one? While it might be tempting to immediately spend it on something fun or frivolous, financial advisors recommend a more measured approach. Consider using this money to build or strengthen your emergency fund, especially given today's economic uncertainties. If you already have adequate savings, consider paying down high-interest debt or addressing necessary expenses you've been postponing, such as home repairs or medical procedures. Let me address another common question. Will I have to pay this money back? No, you won't. These are not errors in your favor that the SSA will later reclaim. They're corrections of previous underpayments. The money is legitimately yours. However, it's always a good idea to keep the notification letter or some documentation of the adjustment in your records, just in case questions arise in the future. It's worth noting that this isn't the first time the SSA has issued mass corrections to beneficiaries. In 2018, a similar situation occurred, though on a smaller scale, affecting primarily widows and widowers who had been underpaid due to a different calculation error. The SSA has a legal obligation to correct underpayments when they're discovered, regardless of how much time has passed since the original error. Some of you watching might be family members of Social Security recipients. Perhaps you have elderly parents or relatives who may not be tech-savvy enough to check their accounts online. This is a great opportunity to offer assistance. Help them log into their My Social Security account or check their bank statements. Many seniors miss out on benefits they're entitled to simply because they're unaware or unable to navigate the system.